India is rapidly expanding its renewable energy capacity. The increase in utility-scale wind and solar projects in the country has made the availability of large land parcels a critical need.
At this point of time, we are at a very interesting phase. The declining prices of solar and wind facilities as well as of batteries mean that these are now competitive.
The expansion of renewable energy intersects with vital land services that are fundamental to India's development priorities such as agriculture, natural ecosystems, biodiversity and livelihoods.
The challenge now is to ensure that we get adequate number of renewable energy, that means solar plus wind plus storage facilities across the country. This means land availability. And in a country where every piece, every square meter of land is already used for something else, this is a challenge.
Renewable energy developers must account for social and environmental conflicts while acquiring land to avoid delays and cost overruns. This can safeguard their investments while ensuring sustainable growth.
In terms of the problems that the developers are facing today, the first and foremost problem is definitely land.
Where should these land packets be located? They need to be at places where obviously the solar insolation is good, where the wind velocities are good. But they also have to be at places where the social impact are low, where the biodiversity impacts are low.
Recognizing these concerns regarding biodiversity and livelihood loss associated with land acquisition, Nature Conservancy India Solutions (NCIS) has developed the SiteRight tool. Crafted as a decision support tool, SiteRight can help private developers take critical land acquisition decisions while factoring in social and ecological conflicts, thus avoiding land-related issues such as project delays, higher risks, and cost overruns. Through a unified platform, this tool informs policymakers, investors, and developers about low-conflict sites. The tool has 3 modules for integrated planning. The awareness module provides data on potential ecological conflicts, including biodiversity, protected areas, human habitation, and land use. The site assessment module assists developers to assess local conflicts at specific sites by adjusting project parameters, view map data, and generate detailed reports. This helps them engage effectively with communities, government and environmental groups and prevent conflict to ensure social and environmental alignment. Finally, the planning module identifies low-conflict land parcels with maximum potential, aligning projects with conservation and community needs while utilizing existing infrastructure to minimize potential social and environmental impacts.
And I think tools that can help both developers as well as policymakers to make a decision on the suitability, on the availability of the resource, as well as the impact that the generation will have, not just on maybe on the grid but also on other ecology and biodiversity aspects, can help the developers and the policymakers make a better choice.
The SiteRight tool is now being adopted by a growing number of partners, evidence that developers are increasingly eager to identify optimal sites for their solar and wind projects.
You know, in one of the projects where we had almost planned to execute the project. However, one of my person who was using the SiteRight tool, he informed us there are some government projects planned in that area and also community has interest in that area. You know, just now think of this situation. Had we taken the decision of developing that project there, and later on when we have invested money in any form, whether it's giving advance to the farmers or EIA done or whatever, that would have gone waste, you know, because we had to, after learning all this from SiteRight tool, we had to precisely shift the project from there,
We look forward to a future in which large-scale replication of renewable electricity is possible through the use of the SiteRight tool.
The SiteRight tool bolsters renewable energy projects in India by aligning development with sustainable land use and ecological conservation efforts.